Bob, what do potters call the action of shaping clay on a wheel? Is it throwing, catching, or dropping?
Well, as I play cricket a lot, I tend to drop a lot, so I don't think it's dropping. It certainly isn't catching, and I believe it's throwing.
It is throwing. Well done. Kevin, your question. In Greek drama, what name is given to a group of actors who comment on the central action of the play? Is it verse, chapter, or chorus?
Now, that's the origin of the word chorus. So it's chorus.
Chorus is correct, Kevin. Your question, Bob. Atlas Shrugged is the title of a 1957 novel by which writer? William Goldman, Brian Aldiss, or Ayn Rand?
Well, I'm embarrassed to say I have no idea at all, so it's going to be a pure guess. Purely and simply because, for no other reason than I like the name Ayn. That sounds likely. I'll go for Ayn Rand.
Great stroke of luck or guesswork for you. Well done. Ayn or Ayn Rand is correct. Well done. Kevin, back to you. Which cartoonist provided the illustrations for Hunter S. Thompson's classic book, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? Gerald Scarfe, Ronald Searle, or Ralph Steadman?
Now, I was really, really hoping that both Scarfe and Steadman weren't going to come up on that one. It's not Ronald Searle. I'm really, really not at all sure about this, but I'm going to go for Ralph Steadman.
Is the correct answer. Well done, Kevin. He's a hard man to beat, Bob.
Certainly is, yeah.
Here's your next question. As what is the British artist Nicholas Hilliard, born in 1547, most famous? Portrait miniaturist, stained glass artist, or manuscript illuminator?
Well, he certainly wasn't a manuscript illuminator, and he certainly wasn't involved with stained glass. He was one of the world's most famous and popular miniaturists.
You're quite right, he was a portrait miniaturist. Well done. So 3 out of 3 for our auctioneer. And Kevin, you have to get this right or you're not in the final round. John Self is the central character in which novel by Martin Amis? Is it The Information, Money, or The Rachel Papers?
Not a Martin Amis fan either, I'm afraid. Sorry, Barry.
Why are you apologising to Barry?
Because he'll be left on his own if I get this wrong, that's why. The Rachel Papers was his... I don't say it was necessarily his first book, but it was his first early success when he was about 24. And I don't think the central character in that was called John Self. So, rightly or wrongly, I think I'll rule out the Rachel Papers. I don't know, but Money or The Information. I honestly don't know. I'm torn 50-50 between those two, so I've got to go for one, so I shall go for The Information.
If you get this wrong, the whole of the other team will be there for the final round with £21,000 to play for. And Kevin, you did get it wrong. It's Money, not The Information. So, Bob, well done. The egghead who gets most questions right has been eliminated. That means there's only one egghead left in the final round. Challengers, you will have Bob playing with you in a moment's time. Please, both of you, come back to join us. So this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part. So, and this is really quite remarkable, I'm just going to turn this way and say, Judith and Kevin and CJ and Daphne, you're gone, I'm afraid. And we've only seen this twice before in the history of Eggheads, nearly 500 programmes. This is only the third time that the whole of the challengers have been left with one egghead to play against.
I wonder who that can be.
OK, guys, leave the studio, please. Well, our challengers all work in insolvency, and it looks as if the eggheads have been almost compulsorily liquidated here. Just Barry left. John T, Richard, John W, Nigel and Bob, you are playing to win the official Retrievers £21,000. Barry, on your own there, you're playing for something that money can't buy, the Egghead's reputation. I'm going to ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge, and you are allowed to confer. Official Retrievers, the question is, are your 5 brains better than the Egghead's 1? Official Retrievers, first or second set of questions, you tell me.
It's gone pretty well for us so far, and on the basis that if we get one wrong, I will have to get his 3, perhaps we're going to go first.
Your first question, what is the name of the UK agency that carries out CRB checks? Is it Car Registration Bank, Criminal Records Bureau, or County Register of Births?
Well, we reckon middle for diddle. It certainly isn't the car registration bank. And it's the one down the middle, isn't it? Yeah, we're all in agreement, yeah? It is the Criminal Records Bureau. That's the one we want? Yes. Straight down the middle, please. The Criminal Records Bureau.
Is the right answer. Well done. Barry, a rough, tight embrace is often referred to as what? Is it a bear hug, a wolf clinch, or a tiger squeeze?
I don't think I'd fancy being squeezed by a tiger, and the clinch by a wolf doesn't sound too attractive either, but I've had the odd bear hug in my time, so I shall go for a bear hug as a rough, tight embrace.
Bear hug is the correct answer. Difficult at this moment to have a bear hug, given that you're there on your own. Next question is for the official Retrievers. In August 2007, a statue was unveiled on Parliament Square in London of which world leader? John F. Kennedy, Nelson Mandela, or Winston Churchill?
Churchill was already there.
Churchill's there. Do we think it's JFK, do we?
No, it's Mandela.
It's Mandela, is it? We think it's Nelson Mandela. Are we all sure about this, yeah? You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah?
it's Mandela.
We're going to go down the middle again, aren't we, for... Ready, Team Nelson Mandela? Yep. Mr. Nelson Mandela.
Well done, you've got it right again. Nelson Mandela. Pressure on Barry, on his own. The 5 Studebaker brothers together founded a company that would become famous for the production of what, Barry? Radio receivers, automobiles, or plastics?
One of my dreams when I was a young child was to own one of the classic American cars. And of the many cars who I admired, Studebaker was certainly up there amongst them. So I think the answer to this one certainly must be automobiles.
Automobiles is the correct answer, 2 points each. Just got a feeling this is going to be very tight. In which year was San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge completed? 1927, 1937, 1947.
The early one. It's the early one.
Which one? It's not going to be 1947.
It's not 47, I think it's 27.
I think it's 27. That's where depression was, etc. You sure? You would go early, would you?
I think it's 27. You think 37?
I don't know.
I think it's 27.
Are we going to go for that then? We're happy? We're not 100% sure. We think 47 is too late. We're not going down the middle this time, are we, chaps? We're going to go for 1927.
I think you maybe took that a bit too quickly. It's 1937.
Sorry, guys.
1937, the Golden Gate Bridge was completed. It's not over, challengers, because Barry has to get this correct. And if he doesn't, we go to sudden death. If you do, Barry, well, that's it for our official Retrievers. Sortilege is the act of predicting the future by doing what? Is it drawing lots, throwing feathers, or examining leftovers?
I've heard this word before. I don't think it's examining leftovers because the word harrow-spicy for some reason comes into my mind for that. So that would leave me with drawing lots or throwing feathers. I've never heard of an act of divination or predicting the future by throwing feathers. So because I don't think it's examining leftovers and I've never heard of throwing feathers, I'm going to go for drawing lots.
If you've got it right, you've taken the prize money from them. If you've got it wrong, we go to sudden death. It's a big, big prize we've been playing for, and the official Retrievers have played an impeccable game. and we listened to your logic, and it was impeccable, because you're right, it's drawing lots. Congratulations, Eggheads. You've won.
Sorry, chaps.
Well, it's no consolation at all, but the two other teams who got into this particular permutation both lost as well.
It was a good game, wasn't it? We enjoyed ourselves.
You did brilliantly. You came storming through right up until the very end. And Barry, well done, because it takes a lot of nerve. The newest Egghead here. So, there we are. You've got your stripes. Commiserations, challengers. The Eggheads have done what comes naturally to them. Their winning streak continues. I'm afraid you won't be going home with the £21,000, which means that the money rolls over to our next show. Eggheads, congratulations.